So when I say the words Gen Z, what immediately comes to mind? Because if you're like me, you think about TikTok, Starbucks, Chipotle, iPhones, stuff like that. Meaning being, it's very easy to characterize Gen Z because we're very unique. It's a new age of technology, right? And with the new age of technology comes a new wave of problems. Today, I'm going to be trying to persuade you guys about two things. First, Gen Z is facing a whole myriad of problems, but mainly dealing with physical health, social health, and mental health. And the second thing I'm going to be persuading you guys about is that team sports are a fantastic remedy for all these difficulties. So to start it off with Gen Z's physical problems, a 2001 Johns Hopkins Medical Journal found that 50% of Gen Z is obese. That is half. Every other person in Gen Z is obese. That is crazy, especially when you consider that a PubMed article published by Marie Anderson in 2018 found that 70 to 80% of people in Gen Z that are obese never lose it. They're obese their entire lives. So it's kind of crazy to think about that, especially considering that, as young people, we're supposed to be in our metabolic prime, right? We're supposed to be doing these things, but it isn't just obesity that's affecting Gen Z. It's also just average fitness stuff. So a CDC data thing in 2018, a data brief, found that only 41% of males and 28% of females aged 18 to 35 were able to pass their aerobic capacity test and their strength test, which if you guys want to know what that is, it's going to the gym twice a week and doing cardio for 2 hours. So Gen Z is having a lot of physical problems, but thankfully, team sports, I hope I don't have to say this out loud, but it's a very good way to help your physical health because you're going to be exercising a lot, right? And don't just take it from me, take it from Harvard. The Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health says that not only is exercising a great way to keep off the pounds, but it also prevents a lot of diseases. It prevents cancer, diabetes, osteoporosis, a lot of heart failure issues. And it isn't just short-term stuff either. A J Sports Health Science journal did a study on bone density. And if you guys don't know, bone density naturally decreases with age. It's one of the main things that occurs during menopause, is your bone density gets low. It's why there's a lot of aches and swells during menopause. And they found that people who did team sports in their youth, when they were measured as elderly people, had a better bone density than people that were in their prime that didn't do sports. So these old people have much better bone density than sedentary people that are much younger. So a lot of short-term and long-term investments if you do team sports for your public health, or for your physical health, my bad. Talking about public stuff though, there's a lot of social problems with Gen Z. We're a very atomized group, right? Everybody's on their phone, everybody's on social media. I don't have to lay out statistics for that, but I guess I can, because a 2019 poll published by the Times, apparently, and get ready for this is a crazy statistic, a third of guys and a fourth of girls across all age groups said that they don't have a best friend. And even crazier is that 18% of guys and 12% of girls out of all age groups say they don't have any friends. That is a fifth of guys that say they have no friends. That's kind of nuts. And it's added upon in a 2022 Michigan State Health Journal study by Tanner Dossier that said that 80% of Gen Z feels very, very lonely. So there's mountains of evidence to suggest that this poll by the Times is mainly skewed by Gen Z and their loneliness. So there's a huge loneliness problem with Gen Z. I'm sure most of you guys have experienced some sort of loneliness in your life because of social media and the era we live in, but thankfully, team sports, once again, is able to come save the day. So, according to Dr. Matt Sarko, who is a leading sports psychologist, says that team sports are one of the absolute best things you can do for improving your social skills and your social behaviors, and it also really improves your confidence, which extends beyond just your social stuff. It just helps you as a person. And this is also supported by a PubMed article by Marie Anderson, which I referenced earlier, and she found, after all of her 20 years of research and everything, that playing team sports is the most effective way to keep somebody exercising consistently and keep somebody social consistently. It is the absolute #1 best thing, right? It's a double head. But her research also pointed to that it doesn't matter your age, your gender, your ethnicity, whatever. It doesn't even matter what team sport you play. As long as you're in a team sport, you're going to be reaping all the rewards from a team sport. And now I get to probably the most difficult problem that Gen Z is facing. Mental health, guys. I'm sure you guys are pretty tired of hearing about mental health, but it is a big issue. I was very put off by all the buzzwords of mental health until I actually saw the statistics. And one of these statistics are from the Gallup and Watson Family Report, which is this huge media conglomerate that says Gen Z really, really struggles compared to other generations with mental health. It isn't just the difference in diagnosis. We struggle a lot. And this is built upon in a 2024 Resolution Foundation publishing thing that said that a third of Gen Z has mental disorder. So look to your left, look to your right, and visualize how many people that is. That's kind of crazy. So obviously, mental health is a touchy issue, and exercising isn't going to be one thing that that's like, oh, I don't have like schizophrenia now or something. But it will help. There are a lot of chemicals that are released during exercise while you're, playing team sports. One of these, or two of these, is dopamine and serotonin. I'm sure you guys have heard these before. These are big mood balancing hormones. They keep you happy. So if you're exercising regularly in a team sport, you're going to be having more dopamine and serotonin in your body, which most of the time is very good for your happiness levels. You're also going to have BDNF, which is released in your body, which helps your neurons stay healthy. So you're not only going to be happier when you're playing team sports, you're going to be thinking better. You're going to be doing better in school, more cognitive functioning. But there's also norepinephrine, which is a humongous chemical. And if any of you guys have ADHD or ADD, Adderall is built upon the norepinephrine chemical structure. It's something that helps you stay focused. So if you exercise, you're going to be more focused in general, which really helps those with ADHD and ADD. It's recommended that they get a lot of exercise. And finally, there's a lot of endorphins that are released while you perform exercise, which are very good for anxiety. So exercising in a team sport can help you with anxiety, can help you with ADD, ADHD, depression, all of which are very characteristic mental illnesses that are in our generation. Like think to yourself, do you know somebody with one of those? You probably do. I know I do. So in conclusion, we talked about a lot today, but the two main takeaways is that Gen Z is really struggling with our physical health, our social health, and our mental health. And team sports is a fantastic way to mediate some of those challenges. So if you're ever feeling, a little bloated, or you're feeling a little lonely, or maybe you're just, down in the dumps, maybe you should contact your local rec center and see if there's a team sport willing to take you in. Thank you.